because I graduated in 44. And after graduation, I went to work at Boeing because the war wasn't over yet. And they had branch plants in Everett, and I helped make wing panels for B-29.
So were you a Rosie the Riveter?
I was the rivet bucker.
Wow.
I was on the other end of the rivet, and I'd held a big steel bar, and she would rivet from that end, and I would hold, and it would smash the other inside end of the rivet. We started on B-17 skins, really thin. When I think about those guys flying that thing, I can't believe it. It was just a thin piece of aluminum between them and the sky. And then they brought in the wing panels, and they were heavy, and we worked really hard. And then the war.
So you were working on B-17 assembly?
Yeah, just the parts. They were built in Everett and shipped to Boeing.
So were they working 3 shifts?
Probably.
Which shift did you have?
I was on the day shift.
Were there many men around at all?
Yes. The supervisors.
The supervisors were men. So they were exempt from the draft.
And there were men that had jobs, like the one guy his job was grinding down the bits and the tools, and that was a guy.
Right.
And there were a lot of men, because there were a lot of heavy work.
And then just this squadron of women doing all the stuff.
That's right.
Wow. I did not know you did that.
I was there when Roosevelt died. I remember the day they announced it while we were at work. And then the war was over and we didn't have jobs. So I went to work at a little stationery store, McGrath's Stationery. It was just so nice. But my first paycheck, I always remember it, because I used to get kind of a large paycheck from Boeing in those days. It was pretty good money. And my first paycheck was like $14 at McGrath Stationery, because I'd only worked part of a week, you know. But I used to compare it with my $99 or whatever it was Boeing checks. For a minute, I remember feeling embarrassed for him to write such a small check for me, and then I realized he didn't know that I was making big money at Boeing.
Well, $14 was real money in 19...
Oh, yes. Oh, I was glad to have a job.